My name is Pat Pollack, and I'm the National Senior Director for Professional Development and Partnerships for Schoolwide. I'm joining you right now to talk a little bit about our workshop offering on October 25th, Empowering Literacy Through Language and Literature. This topic is near and dear to my heart because I think that we at Schoolwide have found a way to engage students and teachers in purposeful ways of learning about grammar and conventions. When I think about when I was in school, the only way that I learned this was through the dreaded red pen. And I remember what it felt like when my teachers, who I really did love, would just take that pen and mark up my paper so that I really wasn't going back to reread and appreciate my word choices, but instead I was just correcting what they asked me to fix. Our workshop offering will take us way beyond what I experienced in school, and I'm sure what many of you did as well. When we think about what we will be providing you on that day, we separated this out into 3 questions: the what, the why, and the how. For the what component, in our morning session, really what we want to do is build your schema and content knowledge about grammar and conventions while also connecting them to the newly revised New Jersey Student Learning Standards in English Language Arts. What this means is we're going to be talking about instructional best practices for language, syntax, sentence composition, and foundational writing. We know that our young, emergent writers need to first have a solid grasp of print concepts before they can move on to understanding the grammatical structures and the mechanical decisions that they make in order to convey clear meaning. After our morning session, we're going to move on to the why, and we're going to unpack why do we teach grammar in the context of authentic reading and writing experiences? Why is it that our units are built using authentic examples of engaging mentor texts? I have found most recently, using our units, that children not only make a connection to these engaging texts, but they really take seriously the author's decisions as they relate to agreement in sentences, interesting uses of pause punctuation, how to remember where to place capital letters, and of course, the different parts of speech. I used this fun book, Giraffes Can't Dance, in a first grade class as well as a kindergarten class. Not only did students enjoy the rhythm and cadence to the sentences, but they were also feeling empowered to act out verbs, to notice the interesting layout of texts, to identify the different dialogue tags as this fun book takes us across the jungle where a shy giraffe not only learns how to dance, but shows all the other animals what it means to feel confident. And when you think about that message, I suppose this book is also good to use to transfer that confidence into your students. Because sometimes kids really equate themselves to being a successful writer according to what they get right. Our units and recent research tells us that it's not about what's right and what's wrong, but instead it's about thinking about what makes the most sense in communicating and conveying clear meaning. You're also going to be exposed to sessions that will unpack our new resource and empower educators to learn about instructional practices that support multilingual learners. You'll notice that we took a lot of time and care in placing supports and scaffolds across our units so that this population of multilingual learners will get the support that they need. Quite honestly, though, these supports that were placed in our units, they are really going to support all learners because they are taking into account multisensory approaches where students are engaged by moving their bodies, taking into account all of our visual learners who benefit from icons and images that help to unpack our mentor texts, but also help students to gain a deeper understanding of the grammatical structures and decisions that mentor authors made. You'll notice stems and frames that will help children have conversation and discourse about the things they're noticing in the mentor texts, as well as the things that they're noticing in their own writing and the writing of their friends. I'm going to leave you with this question as kind of something to dangle a carrot in front of you and encourage you to come and join us on October 25th. And that question is, what are the skills that your students need? And what should you be teaching them to help them master language structures and conventions? We'll have that answer for you and plenty more. And I really hope to see you there on October 25th. We'll so enjoy seeing our current partners and meeting some new friends, and then watching you interact with one another and network and build your schema on a topic that is familiar to us, but could potentially be looked at through a different lens. Thanks so much. Can't wait to see you there.